ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Super Bowl 39. I'm your standard play-by-play man for Super Bowl, CMass, joined here as we see the Patriots coming out of the tunnel, led by Mac Jones with Gunslinger, and the Minnesota Vikings, led with Kellen Mond, also with Gunslinger, here in Miami as the game's about to kick off. I am joined here by two color commentary because one wasn't good enough. Both of them brothers of mine. I got Cody, not saying he's better than the other one, but Cody up first. Cody, how you feeling tonight, baby? Awesome. And the second one, of course, Mr. DuHooty out of Minnesota himself. DuHooty, how you feeling today, bud? Yeah, and a shootout probably will be quick. Let's get your keys. Cody, your thoughts on what Minnesota needs to do to win and what New England needs to win, and then DuHooty, you get your thoughts on the same thing after.
Come down to, can one of the defenses get two stops and that be the difference maker? Because I think, yeah, this, like DuHooty was saying, I think that this has a shot to be a shootout.
Cody?
Yeah, like I did some research, and both teams are kind of in the bottom of defense and are at the top of offense. So I think it's whoever's going to have the ball last, and yeah, if what Cody says, if someone can get a stop twice.
Absolutely. The first handoff there was to Dalvin Cook, and you don't see the Vikings run the ball too often. You don't see either of the teams run the ball too often, but that doesn't mean they're not efficient at it. Both of them are pretty solid in the run game, but obviously the passing game is what both these users are known for, and that's what got both of these users into this game. And so now we're going to take over here on a 2nd and 1. Kellen Mond is in a shotgun formation going against this amoeba-looking defense from New England. I would run it up the gut personally. That's just how I feel. Let's see what you say. Oh, he quiets down the crowd. Sorry, Kellen, I was a little too loud for you. He does hand off to Dalvin Cook, and very deceptive. 44 able to bring him down, but I think he was able to go ahead and get that first down.
Yeah, it looks like something maybe Austin has worked up on defense there, you know, kind of push in with his linebacker to make the right guard commit, and then the right tackle takes the first end, but then gets that looper right in there to make the tackle, but Dalvin Cook able to fight forward for a couple yards for first.
Yeah, you can never really trust those odd defensive fronts, especially when you manually put those outside. Like, it's good for like the offensive line just not recognizing.
1st and 10, Kellen Mond, empty backfield here, so an obvious passing situation. He drops back, good blocking. He throws it upfield. J.C. Burns, can he make one man miss? No, he's brought down right at the 16-yard line. Huge play to open up Super Bowl 39.
Yeah, had a cover 3 look there, and the safety was playing that kind of vertical. I know a lot of people like to use that safety when they're in that little like a hook curl. I think he was using his linebacker and ultimately got burnt there by J.C. Burns.
Little buffering from Austin's stream for me, but now it is good. Kellen Mond making a few adjustments. He does drop back with his X Factor already lit up. Throws that one immediately to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook will go ahead and catch that one down for about a 5-yard gain, making it a 2nd and manageable 5.
Yeah, the previous play is one of my favorite things to do, the deep play, just especially against cover 3, because you have that safety on the opposite side. So throw a streak down there. If no one's using it, it's usually wide open. So yeah, great read by Dan there, and then follow up with a good dump down to Cook.
Kellen Mond going to go under center here on this 2nd and 5. The safety's going to come into the box. It is a handoff that was stretched to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook cut back inside, able to go ahead and get that first down and more. Now you got yourself a 1st and goal from the 5.
Yeah, good cutback, and really, honestly, what we could see be a difference maker too is red zone defense. Can either of these guys? Obviously, both of these teams are going to be able to move the ball with ease. We all know that. But you know, are one of these defenses going to be able to lock in here in the red zone and make a team settle for 3, or go for it on 4th down and not get it?
Kellen Mond's going to go ahead and drop back. He wants a guy in the back of the end zone. It's good usering there. As he said, throws it to the opposite side. Irv Smith Jr. in for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's just curl flats being curl flats right there in Madden 22. He had somebody in a curl flat on the opposite side of the field, and he followed the drag route about to the middle of the field, and then just left that drag like wide open. It literally looked like he was going to be bagged up. But yeah, I don't know what you think, DuHooty. That to me, that was curl flats being curl flats.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a Madden 22 being Madden 22 there. It's great usering by A-Rap, and the fact that he didn't get a break there was hurtful. I was surprised, actually, that Dan didn't go to his pad and HB wheel. I like that he kind of broke a tendency there. We should probably look for it later on, but I'm guessing that's what Austin was looking for right away, because he kind of shifted to the right, but then, yeah, great usering, just bad break.
Yeah.
Minnesota takes the early lead in this game, up 7-0. The last time these two teams played in the postseason, it was in Super Bowl 32. And Norman Fletcher, who's now the coach of the Vikings, was able to defeat the Mr. Penis-led team. Handoff here to Bernie. Bernie is going to go ahead and get a couple yards down first down to make it a solid 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, it's something you're going to see. You're going to see a lot of trips out of the Patriots here. This, a trips concept, a trips look is something that Austin really loves, and, comes out in trips again. And you're going to see a healthy dosage of handoffs to Bernie.
Mac Jones drops back. He wants the guy underneath. Both of them are covered well. He's going to dump it down to Bernie, and Bernie is brought down almost immediately there by Jennings. And now going to be a 3rd and about 5. First 3rd down here for New England.
First major test here, and I agree with Cody. Austin is a king of trips, and whenever he needs something, he definitely goes back to it. So look for it here.
Drops back. He wants the tight end's not there. He's going to throw it upfield, and he's able to stay in bounds, able to get that first down. Great play there by New England.
Yeah, had the running back too, probably quickly, but good read right there. Got the first down. Again, that's just kind of a trips look. You're going to see him sit in that quite often.
Similar formation. Mac Jones in a shotgun here. He's going to go ahead and drop back against this 5-man rush. Picked up pretty well. He is open. Doesn't see. He's going to throw upfield. This could be intercepted. Easily picked up by Whitlock. Whitlock with the first interception of the Super Bowl. Able to go ahead and get it down to the 44-yard line. Questionable read by New England.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he saw there. That really was not open. I don't know if it was because he didn't want to take a sack, but that seems like kind of the difference maker of Austin this entire cycle. Normally, the Austin in 21, 20, 19, we would see him just kind of throw those passes away. And, that's something that we've seen at least this cycle is him, kind of making some of those mistakes that we aren't used to seeing.
Ace defense, he gets out of the play action. He wants Burns. He throws it upfield. Burns. Wow. There's a lady on the quarterback.
Roughing the passer.
That's going to be, roughing the passer there by Hassan Reddick. Quickly accepted.
Yeah, tough break for Dan there to miss that guy. I mean, granted, he did have pressure down his face, but used a nice little cover 3 beater there. Just, couldn't connect.
And I'm surprised that was roughing the passer. I mean, he literally released that ball and got hit. I mean, that was, obviously, it's Madden, so it's all kind of predetermined on some of these penalties, but that was interesting.
He'll take the penalty over the touchdown catch, which it looked like it was going to be had he not gotten that weird animation there. So now it is going to be a 5-man front going. Kellerman's going to hand it off to Dalvin Cook. He's going to break it outside. Nice little juke move there. Able to go ahead and get closer to the first down, and it is going to be probably about an 8-yard gain. And now it is at a 2nd and 2.
Yeah,
just great using by both. Patience by Dan to wait, but also good run defense by Austin there just to wait and not get engaged with the blockers.
Again.
Throws it upfield to 15. Reeves in for the touchdown.
Yeah, I'm not sure defensively. I'm not sure what Austin the Patriots are doing right now. I mean, I almost got blocked. This team, everyone's seen this Vikings team. They love those seams out of the slot. Maybe he was a little focused on J.C. Burns there compared to Reeves, but if you see, guys in the slot, you almost have to be worried about seams in some capacity, whether that's manning them up, whether that's, obviously Tampa 2 is not no zone coverage in this game is great, but Patriots so far need to figure something out on defense.
Mac Jones taking over and the full momentum bar for Minnesota. The camera shaking a little bit here. Settling in. He drops back. He is going to throw it out there too. Mims got a little bit of speed there. Mims, can he go all the way? 20, 15, 10, 5.
What a response.
Touchdown, New England.
Yeah. Easy read there. And, just weird coverage for, the way they played that coverage. And, what a great way to respond.
And the fact that is the M factor we have, where it's an icing. Let's see if that affects these players later down in the game. That's a tough one to have in the Super Bowl.
Dan missed one against me in the NFC Championship game. Ultimately did not end up biting him in the butt, but there was a chance where it looked like it was going to. But we'll see how that plays out.
Now Minnesota taking over, up 7 points here, and we still got about 3 minutes left in this first quarter. The fireworks are flaring, like we said, and let's see if he's able to recognize this defense here. Won't say it out loud just in case he's listening in. Kellerman's going to go ahead and hand it off here to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook breaks it outside, make 2-man miss, able to get to the first down and more. Big run by Dalvin Cook.
I don't know about you, DuHooty, but I know a big part of what Austin's defensive play or game plan was he just didn't want to get burnt by the pass. But I feel like he's giving Dalvin Cook too much room so far in the run game. I mean, he's getting almost 10 yards a pop, it feels like, every time he touches it.
Yeah, it's a little tough. He wants to play in that 2 deep safety, keep everything like looking the same, but you can't really do that, especially with the patience of Dan right now. He's seemed like he's seeing the field great, but also at the same time can't go into cover 3 just because Dan wants to hit those seams, so it's pretty tough.
Dalvin Cook able to go ahead and catch the ball underneath and make something happen with it, able to get a good chunk of yards there. And now 1st and 10 already crossing over midfield.
Yeah, another good play. I mean, lucky that Dalvin Cook, went up the field there. Sometimes, they get a weird animation, just stay out of bounds or stay near out of bounds.
2 minutes left in the first quarter here. Kellerman quieting the crowd again. Going to shush a little bit. Kellerman's in a shotgun formation here. He is going to go ahead and hand it off to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook breaks 1 tackle, tries to the outside, and then just goes down, afraid to fumble. And then we got an injury here to Alex Highsmith. Let's see what happens 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I wonder why it went down there. I mean, really didn't. I mean, there was a guy close, but I think it was a cornerback, and Dalvin Cook's pretty big, but wise decision, I guess.
Definitely interesting there.
Interesting choice to ever go down, in my opinion, unless you have a quarterback. Kellerman drops back. Only a 3-man rush. He'll have all day if he wants it. He's going to head and double down to Burns. Burns makes 1, 2. 2-man miss, 3-man. No! Goes down with a big hit, and oh my. Not what I meant to press. Oh well.
Lucky not to fumble it right there. We know Dan likes to use those spin moves. I try to get a couple hit sticks on him like that. I mean, obviously they're pretty easy to do and get some extra yards, but you got to be careful doing them one too many times and taking a hit at the end.
Yeah, it's interesting that he doesn't decide to go down there, but he decides to go down on the first run.
Kellerman going against his defensive line front. Only 4 men drop. He's going to go ahead and roll out to the right a little bit. He doesn't see anything open, so he's going to go ahead and take off.
Wow.
And able to get no yards back to the line of scrimmage. He's got a pull hamstring. It looks like he's coming back in this game. 2nd and 10 now for Minnesota.
That deep blue just left the wide receiver wide open the back of the end zone, and Dan missed it.
Yeah, Cook was open on that wheel route. I don't know why the blue zone left.
And off to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook able to go ahead and get a few yards there and then brought down. We're getting close to the end of this first quarter here. 3rd and 6 now for Minnesota that's been rolling all quarter long.
Gotta hold him to 3 here if you're Austin. You need some kind of confidence boost on defense. You can't let him run down and score 3 touchdowns in 3 drives.
Yeah, I totally agree. Just gotta get something going on defense, get a little confidence here.
Kellerman going to be in shotgun formation. He's going to go ahead and drop back against his 4-man rush. His man underneath. He's going to go ahead and throw. Oh, terrible throw. Low ball on a bailout. Able to go ahead and get the first down there at the 12-yard line. That will be the last play of the first quarter, it looks like. Your thoughts on this first quarter, boys? 14-7, Minnesota leading it here in Super Bowl 39.
It's been a great first quarter as seeing that read right there frustrates me a little because Dan made a few of those reads against me and the exact same thing happened. I'm sure Austin's feeling that a little bit, but ultimately you have to, kind of stay composed, stay within yourself a little bit. This is effectively 1st and goal, so here we go.
A little low ball magic there. Hands it off to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook cuts it back inside. Able to go ahead and get brought down there by 56 and 38. Able to go ahead and bring him down now, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, just that pass combination, gunslinger and low pass, just can definitely screw up the defense and the computer. And yeah, big break for Dan there.
Kellerman going to go under center here. He's going to send Dalvin Cook outside. Empty backfield, obvious passing situation. Kellerman go ahead and drop back. He looks for the outside. It's not directly to the defender. Miles Jack. He could take this back for 6.
What a damn lurk.
Dalvin Cook, probably the only man that can catch him. Reeves coming in late. Can Reeves catch him? They're going to bring him down at the 35-yard line. Huge play by the New England Patriots.
What a damn lurk right there. You have to be careful. Everyone, I'm sure Dan is well aware that he has lurkers right there. That was just such good usering. He read it, and now the Patriots' door is back open here.
Mac Jones drops back. He wants to tight end there, and he knows he's going to head and double down to wide. No, he's able to go hold on to the ball. Throws it upfield. Intercepted right back to Minnesota. Jennings makes the play. What is going on? Back-to-back interceptions.
Yeah, I don't know what Austin's doing right now. I mean, he had Y open, kind of coming up late. He could have just dumped it off to him. I don't know if he was just staring down the field there, and then man, what a terrible mistake after a big defensive play.
Yeah, just whipped the momentum right back into Dan's favor, and after amazing usering by him, Dan kind of pays him back and says, I can do that too.
Play action. He's got one-on-ones on the outside, but instead he's just going to head and roll out and throw it away. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, man, what a sequence of events that just happened. I mean, looked like both these guys are just moving offensively pretty much all game long, and then big mistake right there. But we'll see how the Vikings respond after that interception.
Kellerman drops back against a 3-man rush.
Good
He'll have
using
all day
again.
if he wants it. He's going to go ahead and slide a little bit to the left. He wants
Great
Dalvin Cook, but
user.
Dalvin Cook just picked up. Oh, he throws it.
Wow. What are these guys
JC
doing?
Jackson. JC Jackson.
Can this one go? That one's going.
He's got a little bit. JC Burns brings
Great
it
tackle.
down
Wow.
at the 18-yard line. Wow.
Maybe now you're starting to see some of the chess match between two users that have played each other a lot. You know, they've met in, you know, plenty of Super Bowls, plenty of games. You know, it's something you see similarly, you know, when me and Austin play, when Dan and Austin play, just like you start to see a little bit of a chess match, people get in their own head because it almost feels like they're overthinking a little bit. I don't know what you guys think.
Absolutely. You think that on offense, you're thinking, all right, they know what I want to do, so you want to switch it up too much. So you might be unfamiliar with a read, and you might try to force it down there. But on the same side on the defense, yeah, you get a feel for what they want to do, and you know what their favorite concepts are, so you try to lock those down.
Monks are talking there. New England was able to get an inside zone for a few yards and then hit it outside. Now a 1st and goal from the 7-yard line for New England.
Big, another, you know, I'm a broken record right now, but big opportunity for the Patriots to get themselves back into this.
Bernie breaks it outside, got 1 man miss. He does, but then brought down 41 with the shoestring tackle, takes him down to the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, great little wiggle though. Good read by him to bounce it outside. Everybody was coming down the box there, so he got everything he could on that run.
2nd goal from the 4. Mac Jones going to go under center here. Looks like he's going to make some adjustments. Plenty of time here in the 2nd quarter, about 5 minutes left. It is going to be a handoff to Bernie. Bernie had plenty of room, and it gets it in for the touchdown.
A little bit of window dressing out of Austin there, making it look like maybe he was making a few adjustments, making Dan worried. Okay, maybe he might pass this. Ultimately, just an easy halfback dive touchdown, and we've got a tie ball game all of a sudden.
Yeah, you saw Dan back up a little bit there once when the ball was snapped. So yeah, definitely a chess game by Austin. Good drive by him, and yeah, let's see if Dan can answer.
It's going to be a fair catch here by Minnesota. Now we got ourselves a tie game. It looked like Minnesota was leading 14-0 and now answered back New England. And I don't think anybody thought Austin would go out without a fight. And now he is back here so quickly with half of this quarter here of the second. And now Minnesota's going to go ahead and take over, leading about by almost double the yardage right now. It is going to be a handoff to Dalvin Cook, though. Dalvin Cook going to go ahead and try to get it up the middle and then brought down for about a 5-yard gain. Is going to make it a 2nd and 5.
And I don't know if it looks like he's trying to get more DBs on the field by using dime. I would like to see maybe a little bit more like nickel normal, a little bit more nickel 3-5 wide to try to stop Dalvin Cook a little bit. And if I'm Dan, I don't know why Dalvin Cook's not getting it more, because he's getting 5-10 yards a pop.
Absolutely.
I agree with you. If there's two safeties up there, I'll definitely run the ball.
Mon drops back. He's going to throw it quickly to Dalvin Cook, even though that flat was taken away by JC Jackson. And now we've got ourselves a 3rd and 5 here, about 4.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a quick Dan, little Alex read, if you will, that they're just assuming they're going to have their running back open, but not really reading the coverage.
I think both users might be a little scared right now. Throwing a couple interceptions. The other guys know what they're doing, and you just see a couple of questionable reads.
No, he's got that.
Lurker! Tremaine Edmonds only got 1 man to beat, and he's brought down. Great tackle by
He had the running back.
Big play there by New England.
He had Dalvin Cook right in his face. I mean, he could have just threw it to him, but for some reason tries to test the lurker. Once again, he's got 2 of them on this team. Wow. Oh, he's going to have RB. Oh.
Yeah, you can just see the half-second delay that they're thinking of. They're just a little scared to pull the trigger and just a little fuzzy with the reads, and they're just missing guys sometimes.
Yeah, I know you saw it there. I mean, he throws that a half second earlier to touchdown, to possession catch touchdown. Oh, he's got a
drops back.
What
He's
are you
wide
doing?
open. He doesn't throw it. He throws to the curl instead.
Jesus.
Curl able to go ahead and get the 1st down. Both of these players just not the themselves.
I mean, you are right there. I mean, there is like these guys are just overthinking out of their minds right now.
Yeah, if I'm Austin here, I'm running this ball no matter what. If I'm Dan, next drive, I'm running the ball. Like, I'm just getting some good yardage, getting my checkdowns down, and just getting something going again. Because these guys are both playing a little scared when they're passing the ball, and it's kind of bad because it's what they both excel in.
Yeah, Connor making a good point, too. I mean, Dan potentially just gave Austin all the momentum as he gets the ball at half. Dan started with the ball.
And off to Bernie again, and Bernie got nothing there. Now it's going to be a 3rd and goal from the 5.
Big play right here. Because with Austin, we know, and when he's in these big games, he's not afraid to go for it on 4th down. But, I think you got to get I guess it doesn't really matter, like 2 yards on this compared to nothing, but we'll see what happens.
Bernie will probably be his first read here, although he makes some adjustments. Sorry to cut you off there, Hootie.
No, you're good. Just hopefully he just gets thinking about, like, he gets ball at half. He can go up possibly 2 possessions at that point. Nice dot.
In for the touchdown.
Yep. Got to know that when you're playing both of these teams, really. Austin, a little bit more so than Dan, but both these guys like their hitches and their curls, especially in the red zone, especially if you're playing off coverage. They're just going to see if you're sitting in, a cover 3 or something like that, and they can just hit a quick hitch, quick curl. You saw it right there. Most veteran Madden players know, even if that's going to come a bit short, you can just possession catch it, and they're going to roll their way into the end zone unless you get unlucky.
Minnesota going to get the ball now. They have plenty of time. 2.5 minutes, all 3 timeouts to get the ball, get a score before halftime. And like you've mentioned before, New England will be getting the ball at half. 1st and 10 here for Minnesota. What adjustments they got to make? What do they got to do to settle in?
DuHooty, I'll go to you.
Yeah, just, like I said, I would run the ball here. You still have plenty of time. Trust your route. Trust your dump downs like you just did here. And just let your playmakers make plays when they get the ball.
Dalvin Cook with the what?
Yeah, I hate that play so much.
It's just automatic. It happens so fast. 1st and 10, it's a hurry up. You know what that means? Kellerman shotgun formation. The wide receivers on the left-hand side. He's got tight end Irv Smith and the tight end putting the Dalvin Cook in the backfield. It's going to be a fake handoff to Dalvin Cook. He looks for underneath. It's not there. He throws it a little late. JC Burns cuts it upfield with a little bit of a spin. 1st down. 2-minute warning.
Little unlucky, got bumped by the tight end, and that was a DB Wade in coverage right there. So if he didn't get bumped and Dan would have made that same read, obviously he saw he was open, so threw it. But a little bit unlucky to get bumped there because Austin was trying to get to that coverage there.
2nd and inches, Kellerman shotgun formation in a tight set. Through wide receivers again with just so many players out there. Good players. And he wants JC Burns if he's there. Doesn't hit it. Still there. And he's going to go hang and runs down. It's going to fall to the ground. Whoa, what a big break there for Minnesota.
Yeah, that's a defensive back right there. Didn't animate at all.
Yeah, that's so lucky. Wow. That's Wade. Yeah, it was Wade again. Jeez, Pete's.
I'm shocked that he missed Burns there. Burns usually his first read almost always, and Burns I thought was butt naked on that play. It is going to be handed off to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook gets it in the middle there and able to go ahead and get that 1st down. And if I'm Dan here, I'm taking my time.
Yeah, still not afraid to run here. You have plenty of time, 3 timeouts. If you have a weak box, I'm running it down his throat every time, especially with jukebox.
Kellerman going under center, 2 wide receivers to the left-hand side. Irv Smith on the side end. He's got himself a fullback out there. He drops back. Everything's blocked pretty well. He's going to throw it to Burns. Burns, can he make it? He breaks 1 tackle and then goes down inbounds. And that's minute 22 left.
No huddle, huh?
Wow, interesting. Okay, you know, it's a hurry up. You know what that means. Kellerman's going to go under center here. We'll get your thoughts on the play after it is over. Kellerman making a few adjustments here. He's got those 2 wide receivers still out there. He is going to go get a handoff here. No, it's in play action. He throws it upfield. JC Burns is open. He gets it in for the touchdown.
See, great play by Dan. Once again, Austin just getting caught in cover 3 and JC Burns beating him. But why did he go no huddle? Austin's now got plenty of time to go get points here and then get the ball at half. Oh!
There's icing right there.
I was showing the replay to everyone. Dan just missed an extra point because of the
second
factor.
time.
And you know he's pissed. You just
he did it against me. He did it against me.
Who are your thoughts on the touchdown?
Yeah, questionable to go hurry up. I understand if he saw a look that he liked and he knew he could do that seam, and he saw that seam right away and threw it on the second play. But yeah, definitely interesting just because, Austin can drive down in Madden 22 or 22. You can drive down.
All right, you gotta wait a minute, bud. Okay, just be patient for a second. Mac Jones, shotgun formation here. He's got 3 wide receivers to the left-hand side. He wants to hit Birdie underneath. It is there if he wants it. No, he's gonna throw it to the left-hand side. He's gonna go ahead and quickly get out of bounds.
Yeah, quick, smart little play there. Get you 5 yards, get out of bounds, saves you a timeout. Connor makes a good point in the chat where Austin maybe needs to start realizing where JC Burns is and flip that cover 3 buzz so he has the safety kind of closer to him, and maybe that won't be a touchdown anymore.
Mac Jones, shotgun formation here. Everybody knows this RB scissors play. There's a minute left. 3 timeouts, plenty of time here.
He's gonna have him butt naked.
Drops back. 4-man rush. It is there. He throws it upfield. Bernie with a possession catch.
Gets saved the timeout.
Big break.
Gets saved the timeout.
Yeah, interesting that possession caught there. I thought he had plenty of room to rack catch and get out of bounds, but got saved with another break by getting a Vikings player injury.
He's gonna have Y, but he wait. Oh, good read though.
Mac Jones drops back. He's going to go ahead and throw it to him. And Bernie able to make that one-man miss and then brought down big hit. Yeah, Cody clearly ahead of me. I'll try to refresh.
Sorry.
It's all right. I don't blame you. Oh, wow. I think it even put me even further behind.
I saw you were ahead of me before and I refreshed. I'll refresh too. Well, I'll just refrain my comments and then I'll refresh at halftime since he's got 27 seconds.
Thank you to everybody that's in here right now. We got 15 viewers. I'll name you off here in a second, but thank you all so much for being in here. We got Justin Phil, we got Connor, we got Morty in here as well. We've got Dirk Diggler, we've got Austin. Mac Jones drops back. He wants Keen, throws it in double coverage, and that ball falls innocently to the ground with 23 seconds still left.
Yeah, I mean, it's just back to DuHooty's comment. I mean, they're both just throwing passes like a bit too late. I mean, he had him right out of his cut, could have aggressive caught it, waited a half a second too long, and the DB had a chance to get to it.
Yeah, especially with Gunslinger, you shouldn't be afraid to throw that ball just a half second too early. But yeah, they're just a little flustered.
3rd and 7 here. This is big. I think if he gets anything that's not considered a coach's decision, I would anticipate he goes for it. Mac Jones making a few more adjustments. He's going to want North cut underneath, but it is covered. Out, but he throws it anyway. He's going to be short of the first down. And like I said before,
does he go for it?
4th and 1 now as we just get ourselves. Oh my Lord. Connor,
you got to
10 subs. Go ahead, your thoughts.
You got to
take your points. Yeah, you get ball at half. You have to take your points.
And you can possibly make it like so that you could make it a 12-point game if you go for a 2-point conversion if you score a touchdown, which would make it interesting. But yeah, I definitely agree with the call of taking the points.
Yeah. Normally we see Austin get pretty aggressive in those situations, but I think very wise decision out of him, understanding the situation that he's been in this game. Like it's been a very sloppy game. For a while, it looked like or then the first quarter, it looked like holy crap, is Dan gonna run away with this? He clawed his way back with some good user defense. Yeah, you take your points and just play prevent defense here, so Dan can't get in field goal range.
Yeah, I thought Oh, sorry.
Kellerman drops back. 3-man rush. Plenty of time here. He wants his man, J.C. Burns. He's there.
So dumb.
Throws it feet.
Why would you use cover 4?
He's going to be in.
That
was just so dumb. Why was he using cover 4? That's just so dumb.
Yeah. At that point, yeah, I agree with Cody. You got to go to prevent defense. Just literally use her safety. And what Cody said in a couple games before, just use her 80 yards down the field. Do not get burnt for a touchdown.
That was so dumb.
Such a huge change.
That's just like I just don't know what's going through Austin's mind right there. That's like I can hear him telling himself like, why play cover 4 on that play? Like, Dan's he's either thinking get 30 yards or 40 yards or shoot it down the end zone or shoot it down the field, and you called cover 4, which on that little post play they bite down and just do nothing.
And the fact that the user just in the middle of the field, like if I'm me, I'm still using a safety no matter what coverage I call, just to be preventive on the deep play.
We're going to get a handoff here, and that is going to do it for the first half. Minnesota 27, New England 24. Gentlemen, your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I mean, what a wild first half it's been. I mean, definitely did not see that coming. Austin's a very smart, Madden player. Did not see him, getting bombed on, with 17 seconds left. I thought we'd see prevent, or even if not prevent, like coming out in Tampa 2 and putting a bunch of people in deep zones or something like that. I don't know, but very surprised. But man, it's been a thrilling one. Definitely, we thought it was going to be a lot less turnovers, but nonetheless, this has been a battle.
Always seems to happen. You think it's going to be a shootout, and it's granted, it still kind of is, but yeah, there's been so many turnovers with these two users being as efficient as they are. You'd think it'd be a little less. And yeah, I was about to give Austin some credit because the fact that I love kicking off right away, because if you do have that early turnover, you still get the ball at half, so you can still have that back-to-back and get back into the game. But to give up that deep bomb at the end and to have 3-4 touchdowns as deep bombs is just killer for him right now.
Yeah. Maybe roughing the passer again, I guess. Yeah. And even right there, like, these guys are both just like so locked into their reads, because I don't know if you saw DuHooty, I don't know if you saw CMass, but like he could have just hit his guy. I don't know if it was Keen or whoever was in the slot there, could have just hit him real quick on the vert, but they're just missing these gunslinger reads.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's got X. Yep.
Does he have X? He throws it up to X. Denzel Mims able to go ahead and catch that one, and then brought down pretty immediately. I'm gonna stop here.
I'm refreshing. I'm refreshing as well.
You're good. Big shout out to Connor Rice, 10 gifted subs. I'm a little upset because about 8 of those subs were the people that should already be subbed. Taint, Justin, Little Alex, Tim, Austin. Why weren't you guys already subbed? Mac Jones gonna throw it up to the field. Could have intercepted. Dalton Keene drops it at the end zone. Drops it.
Yeah, another just a questionable, just read there. The cover 3 was clearly on that side, the cover 3 deep zone, and just it wasn't there. It was maybe there super early, but read it again just a little late.
Shout out to It's Machine with the follow. I appreciate it. Bernie's going to head try to break it outside and then brought down right around the line of scrimmage there. Able to go ahead and get maybe a couple yards. Now a 3rd and 9, down by 3.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see what he dials up here. Obviously, still can get the first down. Going to be a tough play here, nonetheless.
Brings Bernie across formation for the infamous route we all expect. He drops back. It's not there. He still's going to throw it. I guess it was there. Bernie able to catch it in between 5 Minnesota defenders. Big play there for the AI player.
Gunslinger for you right there.
Yeah, and he had so many guys open on the right side, but you could just tell he's just locked in on that one read, and he's just reading those 2 guys, and he just forced it, and it worked out.
Across the formation. He's going to be handed off to Bernie. Bernie cuts it upfield and then brought down at the 2-yard line. He hasn't even handed the ball off. You guys are like, oh, wow.
That cutback looked like it was about to be insane. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
it looked like it was an amazing cutback just because Dan had a good click-off user there to go right in the hole.
Mac Jones making some adjustments here. A little buffering on my end. Mac Jones still making some adjustments here. Window dressing, as some people would say, against this really stacked box. Mims is going to go ahead and do nothing because it's a handoff to Bernie. Bernie goes upfield in for the touchdown.
Wow. A little bit lucky to power his way into the end zone there, but I really like what Austin did there. I mean, came out, I think, in a single back, audible to a shotgun with a guy kind of over there on the right side, and then I think that kind of made Dan think, oh, maybe this is going to be an RPO or some kind of pass, but still just powered it in with an inside zone. Good little audible there, if you ask me.
Yeah, great little drive by Austin. Good answer, good balance. He ran the ball quite a bit, and he made some, granted, questionable reads, but it paid off. He still was able to drive the ball down the field, and yeah, just let's see if Dan can answer here. What does he have to do, Cody?
He's got to settle in. I mean, just the same exact way that Austin, I think, has needed to settle in. Dan's made, I feel like, one too many dumb mistakes that Austin hasn't made. You know, he's just like throwing it to the lurker and stuff like that. I'd love to see him, hand the ball off to Cook a bit more.
Kellerman is going to play action to Cook. He wants J.C. Burns, and Burns could potentially get it if he throws it upfield. Burns, can he toe drag swag? Gets it in for the big play.
Yeah, PA crossers right there. I think Austin has his zone drops on right there, and so they were sitting pretty firmly at whatever the zone drop was at right there.
Kellerman now in shotgun formation here. Reddick drops back a little bit. It is going to be handed off to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook's going to try to break it to the outside, and just terrible blocking by the Minnesota wide receiver has just got shed so easily.
Yeah, I think it was a good play call by Dan just to get his yards. Good read to go to the outside. Just got unlucky that his receivers didn't block, and they didn't have quite the angle to do jukebox.
2nd and 5 now for Kellerman. Kellerman still got Bazooka lit up. J.C. Burns is still lit up. Not 100% sure what his X factor is. Reeves goes out to the outside. Kellerman making a few more adjustments. He does drop back against this 4-man rush. He throws it to the wheel. Cody having some PTSD, able to go ahead and get that for a big first down. Dalvin Cook.
I mean, honestly, he didn't hit the wheel that much against me. We've just seen Dan use it that much so much. But, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. He knows it works.
That's definitely the Madden 22 meta, if you would say. Just hit that wheel, put a flat guy out there, and just if the user's not over there, it's a guaranteed 5-10 yards.
On drops back, and good blocking. He throws a little ball to Burns. Burns isn't able to muscle it in, but now you have it at the 1-yard line, 1st and goal.
There it was, though. A little hitch, a little curl. Yeah. Both these guys like to use it.
And had the wheel on the other side just butt naked. So, yeah, had all of the options he needed.
Woo! And just brought down in the backfield for a 1-yard loss to the fullback. And it's going to be Harry. But this means Kellerman's going to go under center here. It's his goal line defense. Nobody outside on the wide receiver to Justin Jefferson, but maybe he's trying to bait him out there. He was open, and now he throws it incomplete. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. What a stand so far from New England.
Yeah, and Dan's got to be lucky, like thanking his lucky stars, because that could have been a fumble. I mean, that looks similar to the play that like I got against Lucky, where you try to throw that and then they just make it be a fumble.
Kellen Anderson hands it off to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook easy in for the touchdown.
Wow. Woo! Yeah, I don't know. That was an insane little sequence there. I think third down, Austin was probably assuming surely Dan's going to pass now. And Dan, very good decision to just go ahead and stick with the run and have Dalvin Cook punch it in.
Yeah, definitely an interesting goal line, just because Dan was probably a little frustrated that his fullback dived and get in, audible or hurried up and tried to audible to a pass, and it was great usering by Austin. And yeah, I agree. Just Austin probably thought it was maybe going to be a pass, had to watch out for that wheel, and just didn't account for HB dive right up the middle.
Cody, I gotta say, I love that color commentary out of you. Just wow, I don't know. Oh, I love that. Mac Jones in the shotgun formation, completely empty set here. Going to ahead drop back. Only a 3-man rush. He's going to have some time. He's going to throw it underneath the Bernie. Bernie's going to head and cut it back inside and then brought down by the defensive back. Able to go ahead and get maybe a couple yards.
Yeah, Austin's the king of those little flat routes. He's not afraid to put those out there, and if nobody's guarding them, he'll pick up an easy 4 or 5 yards.
Second to 6, Max Jones going to head into a play action to Bernie. He wants Y underneath. It is there. If he just takes it, he is going to go ahead and do it and then make one-man miss. Denzel Mims, who's been a player of the game for New England so far, able to go ahead and get a chunk of yards for a big first down. And we got ourselves a hurry up. Mac Jones shotgun formation. He's going to head. He wants Keen down the middle. He's going to go ahead and make some adjustments here. Go ahead and jump back. Slides to the left. Wants Y. Mims again. Able to go ahead and get the big play. Well, I'll get your thoughts here real quick. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, I was just saying, maybe feeling the pressure of he wants to try to go ahead and score quickly because he knows Dan could use like a good chunk of time. So I think he probably wants to try to score this with, I would not be surprised if he wants to try to score before the fourth quarter, if at least before 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely, I agree. He wants to get that. He wants to be the last one with the ball. Looks like the way the scoring has been going, it's going to come down to that. So yeah, smart, but at the same time, just got to be careful that he has the personnel he wants out there and has all the plays he needs.
Second and 10 now for Mac Jones. Again, it's got base defense. Interesting. Making a few adjustments here, both defense and offense. Mac Jones, go ahead and might be looking for that special route that Cody likes. He drops back, slides, and throws it upfield to Dalton Keene. Dalton Keene, can he get it in? No, he drops short and down to the 3-yard line. Big play by New England's going to go right there. Hurry up. You know what that means? Mac Jones is going to be shotgun formation.
Maybe
He's
a
got
run commit.
2 wide receivers to the left-hand side. We might see a run commit here. It is going to be a run commit. He drops back, throws it up, lobs it to Denzel Mims for the touchdown.
That was filthy out of Austin. Comes out. Everyone knows that he likes to go no huddle, and then try to hit a quick inside zone. Dan knows that. Tried to go run commit, and then just an absolutely beautiful touch pass to the zig route. Because if he would have threw a gunslinger dot there, a kind of bullet pass probably would have got picked. Just a really good, impressive drive there, and exactly what Austin needed, because even if Dan, goes and scores here, he's then in the driver's seat to take that drive as long as he wants the last drive to go. Because I would be shocked if Dan was able to do like a 8.5 minute drive here.
Yeah, I don't think that's really in Dan's blood. He likes the deep shots, and I agree with you about that last pass. Like just 100 IQ, just to actually just lob it over, because you've seen those with just a run commit, but they still get a pick.
Mon drops back, only a 3-man rush again. He's got plenty of time. He had him if he wanted him, but he got forced out of the pocket. Ooh, and would have had Reeves there, but throws it out of bounds with about 30 seconds left in this third quarter, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I'd like to see maybe Austin. I understand he knows how, he's been getting dotted up a decent amount by Dan, but I'd love to start seeing some 4-man rushes, because if you give Dan enough time, and you give any user with Gunslinger enough time, they're going to find somebody.
And I think that was a smart play by Dan. He did have a couple guys open, but must have read it just late, and good to throw it away there and not force the action and just live to play.
Oh, wow. Instant pressure from New England. He throws it away immediately. 3rd and 10 now from Minnesota. This is definitely the furthest third down they've had.
Nobody blocked. He pinched him and contained, and then the right guard and right tackle said, hey, go ahead. Free pass to the quarterback.
Ole.
This is a massive third down right here. I'm assuming Dan, maybe an out or an in with Cook, because he's going to want to get yards and potentially go for it, but we'll see.
Press defense on the outside here. Interesting. Drops back.
Great usering again. Great usering.
Oh, wow. He got him in, maybe.
So lucky.
Oh, and it falls to the ground. So lucky. lucky, as you said. 4th down now for Minnesota, down by 4.
I mean, if he goes for this on 4th down and gets it, and he is going for, I mean, this is looking almost identical to the way that Dan played against me, where he threw like 3 picks that he didn't, like that it didn't, you know, I don't want to sound like a salty user here. I'm sure I do, but I mean, that should have been picked, folks.
Yeah, it should have been. But I mean, at the same time, like, I don't know what the linebacker was doing or what zone he was in, but the fact that he came over there was just a great break by Austin too, because you could still play left.
Calamon's going to head and drop back on this big 4th down. I'm not seeing it. He's going to throw it up to Burns. Burns, does he catch it? Burns with a Hall of Fame catch. Able to go ahead and bring it in. And will that be the last play of the 3rd quarter? It looks like it will be here shortly. Your thoughts on the play here real quick.
Yeah, I mean, big play. I mean, that was absolutely massive. I mean, again, Dan should be counting his lucky stars.
That is going to be the 3rd
Dan.
quarter. I hate to cut you off, DuHooty, but real quick, for the last time of this cycle, this is not a soundboard. Ladies and gentlemen.
One more time, Better League. Put your thoughts in the chat.
Calamon drops back. He's going to dump it down to Irv Smith. Irv Smith breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles. Can he break a third tackle? And then goes down again. DuHooty, your thoughts?
Yeah, that was a good play. I didn't know Irv Smith had that kind of wiggle in the open field, but good using, good stick, and yeah, Dan just really needs to finish this drive off with a touchdown here.
Calamon's still lit up with Bazooka. He drops back. He wanted Dalvin Cook underneath. He's going to head and throw it up to Irv Smith. Irv Smith makes 1-man miss, a 2nd-man miss, and in for the touchdown.
Yeah, good. I mean, good spinning right there. Good work right there with, you know, the juke moves. But again, you know, Dan scored pretty quickly. So I mean, a 7.5 minute drive is going to be tough, but if you're Austin, you have to be thinking to yourself, like, is there any way I can end with this ball last? Because if you score, like, you want to leave, I don't know, 30, 45 seconds on the clock with Dan with no timeouts.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it was definitely good by Dan to score so quickly. I mean, he scored in 2 minutes of total game time, and just the fact that Austin now has 7.5 minutes, and it's also not in his blood to just chew clock, but we'll see if he can do that here.
And off to Bernie. Bernie's going to head and cut it back inside, makes 1-man miss, and then brought down by Minnesota there. It's going to be a 2nd and short, 2nd and 3.
Not you know, Bernie not having the greatest game on the ground, but a big 7-yard run right there. That'll help.
Mac Jones shotgun formation. He wants that guy up the seam there. X might have been open for a second for Gunslinger. Instead, he's going to throw it up to Dalton Keene. Dalton Keene comes back inside. Great click on Dalton Keene. Makes 1-man miss. Jennings trying to get someone behind. Not able to do so. And big play by Dalton Keene down to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, big boy go ahead and getting the ball right there. Again, still threw it a little late, but didn't bite him in the butt.
Yeah, and just by that run right there, you can tell that Austin's not really thinking about chewing clock, because he could have easily went down after he got the 1st down and really chew clock, but he decided to get as much as he could there. So I expect Dan definitely get the ball back.
Yeah, and I'd say with 6 minutes left, I'd be thinking I need to score quick. Like, I need to score very, very quick here, but we'll see. Both these guys have really just been boom or bust on offense for the most part.
Yeah, good read. Great read right away.
Rush throws it up the field, wide open. Brown for the touchdown.
Great read, like DuHooty was saying. Just caught him. I don't know if he was playing hard flats or what happened there, but great quick read. And, you know, Dan, you know, it's tough to say. I think, you know, against me, he definitely played. You know, he had a very long drive, but I think I'm a much more bend but don't break kind of defensive user, and we've seen both of these guys kind of play very aggressive on defense and give up the big plays when they're there. So will Austin continue to do that, play very aggressive, and if Dan scores, and see if he's got one more drive in him.
I think they're both just focused on taking away the short read right away. I think Dan had a 0 flat there just because the guy shot down so quickly there and left the outside receiver so wide open.
Oh, Mon drops back. Mon drops back. He throws it at the JC Burns, and just a little overthrow there, and that's going to be a 2nd and 10.
Great little sneaky user by Austin there. He kind of like made 3 wide receivers bump into each other with his user there. Just
that was
made everyone slow down. Yeah, and just, good little thing by Austin there.
It's weird how that bump affects the throw, too, because if you ever see a bump receiver, it seems to throw off the timing, and they always seem to overthrow it. Kellen Mond going ahead and drop back again. Just a three-man rush. And wow, that was picked up well. Throws it to Tremaine Edmonds. Tremaine Edmonds, unfortunately, plays for the Patriots. Patriots able to go ahead and take this one back and then brought out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Huge play by New England.
I mean, talking about staring down a receiver and just hitting the button no matter what, because Austin ran that route for J.C. Burns, and for some reason, Dan still threw it. What a mistake right there.
Yeah. Another great bump by Austin there to bump that tight end. Practically ran the route, and I think Dan was probably thinking he's going to come back down because as a user, you never want to stay on a wide receiver too long. But, yeah, he was just absolutely staring down that guy.
He had A early and just missed it. Get rid of it, Austin. What are you doing? Jeez, old Pete's.
Well said. Jeez, oh, Pete's, and he does end up throwing it out of bounds 2nd and 10.
I mean, I don't know what either of these users are doing currently.
Mac Jones now is going to go ahead and take over. Well, Jizo Pete's, let's see if he can get a score here. And he wants to hit that outside out there. I don't know if about deep out there. And he's going to make a few more adjustments here. Window dressing.
I think he's going to go curl route.
Yeah, he loves that curl route right there, and it is covered. And he is going to dump it down to Bernie. Bernie makes a one-man mess, and then Bernie is brought down, but not after he gains that first down.
No
25-yard
huddle,
line. Apparently a no huddle. You know what that means? Mac Jones is going to head and be in a shotgun formation. He's got 3 wide receivers to the left-hand side. Dalton Keaton, the tight end, is going to be handoff to Bernie. Bernie's going to try to cut it back inside. Bernie able to go ahead and get maybe a couple yards there, and then brought down for a 2nd and mid.
I don't understand the no huddle. I mean, even if you get a field goal here, you should be thinking in your mind. I mean, I guess Dan could potentially go for 2. We know Austin's an aggressive user. I think he wants to put him away, but I don't love the no huddle.
Me neither. I don't like it there at all.
I'm okay with it. Mac Jones going to do a play action here. He's going to have X open. He throws it to X. Can he make that man miss? He doesn't. And for the touchdown.
Oh, these guys have had great stick work today. Like, it's exciting to watch. I mean, the amount of times they've made me and Cody go, oh, is just incredible.
In the chat, Chase says, anyone else feel like Cody has some Austin bias? I mean, I know that's his boy, but Dan is too. I mean, I feel like I've been pretty critical of both users. I mean, definitely on that one read where Austin was just like running backwards for no reason. I said, what are we doing, Austin? But that's just because I've never seen Austin do anything like that before in his Madden career, I feel like.
Yeah, I think you've been a pretty fair person towards both of them. And, yeah, they both have just deserved massive just what the fuck moment just because of the fact of what they're doing.
Yeah, for everyone that I don't know if you were here for the halftime, but I literally was like, that was just the worst decision Austin's ever made when he got bombed on right before halftime.
Sure did. It is a handoff to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook tries to break to the outside. He makes Duggar miss. No, he's brought down. Able to go ahead and get close to the first down. Now 2nd and 2. Just going to hurry up here. He's going to head and flip the play over. Dalvin Cook is still in the backfield. He's got Justin Jefferson outside to the left-hand side and a bunch to the right-hand side. It looks like it's only going to be a 3-man rush again. Kellen Mond drops back. All to throw. Throws it underneath Irv Smith. Irv Smith able to go ahead and just get it out of bounds for a first down.
Yeah, nice smart read there to get out of bounds. The clock's going to stop for a little bit here. And, Dan is one of the better no-huddle users in this league, in my opinion. So, he's not out of this game just yet.
Elmon drops back. He throws it quickly outside to Reeves. Reeves will go ahead and catch that one, but stays inbounds. The clock keeps ticking. It is going to be a hurry up, just like he said. Kellerman in shotgun formation. He's got 2 wide receivers to the left-hand side. He's got Irv Smith and another wide receiver to the right-hand side. Devin Cook is open underneath. He's going to go ahead and pass on it. Throws it upfield. Irv Smith. Irv Smith with good hands. Able to go ahead and take it down to the 6-yard line. I'll let you get thoughts in. Go ahead.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if we see a run right here. Nope, we don't.
Yeah, we don't know that yet. Kellerman drops back. He's going to go ahead and roll it to the outside. He might have, maybe he forces it, and he does force it. And no, does not get both feet in bounds.
I mean, that was almost a prime time dot by Kellen Mond. I mean, he had a defender trailing right there. If that would have scored, that would have been bananas.
Kellerman going to settle in a little bit here. He is down by 11. 3 minutes left. It is a play action. He's going to have that man. No, it's great usering there. Wow. He's going to throw that under pressure. And J.C. Burns, another Hall of Fame catch for the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't have played better defense on that play if you're Austin.
Yeah. Dan with a smart idea to roll out, get that flat to come towards him, but then couldn't play any better defense. I totally agree.
There
it
was.
And there it is. There it is. In for 2 and now down by 3 with 3 minutes left in Super Bowl 39. New England 52, Minnesota 49. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not already standing up, get out of your seats. We got ourselves a hell of a game.
Yeah, the wheel route. He hasn't hit that in the end zone yet, I don't think, correct? I mean, he's been hitting kind of open field, and so kind of saved it for when he needed it, and there it was, big 2-point conversion, because if he didn't get that, I think that would have been a pretty big blow to the confidence. But now in your head, you think, I get a stop, all I need to do is get in field goal range. But can he stop this Patriots offense?
With 3 minutes, so has a little bit of room for mistake. So he can give up a first down or two, but yeah, needs to get a stop, obviously.
Mac Jones drops back, throws underneath the Bernie. Bernie able to go ahead and make one-man miss and then brought down. It is going to be short of the first down. Going to be a 2nd and 2.
Need to make sure, well, I guess with the runoff, it won't matter, but you need to make sure, you don't snap this before 240. Regardless, it's past 240.
Yeah, if I'm Dan here, I'm giving up this first down on purpose almost. Just get it done. 2-minute warning. You know you're at it. I like the timeout there too.
Yeah,
Save the 2-minute warning, but yeah, like I wouldn't have tried too hard to get that stuff there.
I think that's a clock management lesson for some BL users is if somebody gets the first down and you still have the 2-minute warning, go ahead and use your timeout. No reason to waste, 30, 40, however many seconds off the clock.
Absolutely.
And off here to Bernie. Bernie's going to try to get to the outside and brought down fairly quickly, and now it is going to be a 2nd and about 8, and then a timeout from Minnesota.
Would not be surprised, and it looks like Austin is kind of looking through that. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a pass, but again, could click pass and then go down the inside zone. But yeah, regardless,
I guess he's gonna do trips here and just do the everything beater here. Just kind of look for the left side on a curl or out, or just on the quick dump down.
Oh, he had him. He just missed him.
Oh,
Jones drops back. He does have men open, and he throws it down low.
Wow, he got lucky.
Jennings just a no man's land, able to get the first down. Timeout from Minnesota.
Or I guess he didn't get lucky, but I mean, he had Bernie, who could have caught the ball and crawled to the first down, but still found the first down line. I hope Austin's on conservative if he's not already. We've seen him spin a couple times.
Oh. There was nobody behind Shaq Thompson there. Shaq Thompson able to go ahead and bring him down for a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7. We're going to see the 2-minute warning here.
Yeah, so I mean, at this point, Dan still has the opportunity to get the ball back. I'm assuming Austin will go ahead and run this ball probably on 2nd down, see how many yards he gets, and then have to make a decision on 3rd down if he wants to go for the jugular or play the clock game.
Best case scenario, Dan gets the ball back with probably a minute left, maybe a little less. But yeah, I agree. Austin runs the ball here, and then if I'm Dan, I might throw a little man coverage his way come 3rd down, just to give it a little look. Can't get those curl routes in the wide open. Just give him something.
Completely stacks up the box here. Mac Jones looking like he might throw the ball here. He does drop back to throw it. He throws it immediately, and it does get the first down, and smartly stays in bounds, and that's a big play for New England.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be ball game right there. They cannot stop the clock. That is a Patriots Super Bowl. I mean, that's a really good play by Austin. I mean, we know Dan is a very aggressive user. He'll bring all these people down in the box, and I think Austin said, okay, if you're going to bring them all down in the box, I'll audible to shotgun. I'll just do a quick little flat route, dump it off to him, and run for an easy first down. And big win by the Patriots. I mean, I don't know. What's your guys' thoughts on this game? What's your guys' thoughts on both these guys' cycle? It was, being talked about in the Slack that whoever lost this game had the most disappointing cycle or was the most disappointing potential user of the cycle. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree?
I disagree. I mean, I think they're both obviously still great users. Both had good success. Both had decent divisions, not as tough as the AFC North, but I mean, it was all right. And I don't think Dan losing this game, it goes down disappointing. And such a great game. And that last call by Austin, the fact that Dan was in 3-4 odd, had linebackers out there, made it tough for any linebacker to animate. So that was another good call for doing a pass. And CMass, what do you think?
Well, first off, congratulations to Austin. Now Super Bowl 39 winner. That's Austin's 8th Super Bowl, 9th Super Bowl in Better League history.
Is that 10? Or is that 10?
Yeah, I'm sure Dan will be able to tell us when he joins us here shortly.
I don't know if he'll
loss
want
from
to go.
Minnesota. New England, Bernie can't believe it. Bernie, an AI player, able to go ahead and get his first Super Bowl victory. Congratulations to Austin and the New England Patriots. I feel like I've said that a million times. Able to go ahead and secure Super Bowl 39. My thoughts. I thought if Austin lost this game, that I would have said he probably had the most disappointing cycle. Just coming off of 4 Super Bowls to 0 Super Bowl wins would have been a huge disappointment just on either one of them. I don't think there's a more disappointing cycle than Ben with the Texans and then leaving and coming back, in my opinion. But definitely a disappointing cycle for Dan, and I'm sure he'd tell you that over anybody. Anytime you don't get a Super Bowl in a cycle, it's disappointing for certain people, and Dan's one of those people. But you can't take this game away. I mean, Dan did not play well, but Austin just played a little bit better. I don't think he played super well either, but he played well enough to win, made the plays down the stretch to go ahead and take the victory home back to New England. Your thoughts on the game overall, Cody?
Yeah, I mean, one hell of a game. I mean, it definitely, I think, was a bit more sloppy than we thought it was going to be. Both users making a handful of mistakes that we just didn't expect. But like, what's crazy is, how good both of these users' offenses are, because, there was still, a handful of mistakes, and it was a 52 to 49 game, or whatever it was, 50 to 40 something game, even with all of the 52 to 49, but even with all those interceptions. But yeah, it was one hell of a game. 2 of BL's greats going at it right there. I'm sure it's a tough pill to swallow to be on the opposite end of that loss if you're Dan, but played a pretty good game. I'm sure there's a few plays that he wish he could have had back, but man, yeah, that was another Super Bowl classic if you ask me.
And we actually have our Super Bowl champion in here I think for the first time this cycle for a post-game conference. Congratulations to Austin on his ninth Super Bowl win with Better League. Austin, your thoughts on the game and your 9th Super Bowl?
Say a word with them. I'm trying to lay a cap without the service.
I think you might be having some mic troubles. We're not hearing you there, Austin. We heard the music, now we don't hear you at all.
Good. That's what you need to hear.
Yeah, we're gonna get some copyright strikes.
This is going well. Austin, your thoughts on the game?
I thought it was a very sloppy Dan and Austin game, truthfully. I actually just uninstalled Madden 22 right at the end of that. All seriousness, I've never been so nervous for a Super Bowl, and CMass, I know you've said before I'm quote unflappable or whatever, but I mean, you could tell I didn't play like myself, and I think the same goes for Dan. I mean, uncharacteristically, that just speaks to the type of Madden players Dan and I are, that we threw, I think it was 5 combined interceptions and still had a game of 52 to 49. Yeah, I was, been there before, done it, but I was very nervous this time around. I can't lie. I had definitely had thought about it. I had pregame prepped for this Super Bowl and found tendencies that I thought Dan liked in previous streams and stuff like that. That's something I've never done before. I prepped for a couple days for this. I don't know why. I was just I wanted it bad. You always want it bad against your friends, and I think being 0-2 against Dan, I really wanted it, and a lot of chit chat. My good friend Connor couldn't make the stream, but I see the washed comments again, and and it was a tough cycle. It was, for sure. I can't deny. But yeah, I mean, it was a very sloppy game. I knew it would come down to really kind of the final drive or the final drives, and that's really it.
My question for you, Coach, it originally was going to be why you felt why this game was the one that you felt like you needed to prepare for, but you did already answer that with you weren't quite sure. So I want to ask you, you were kind of nervous at the beginning and you were making some awesome decisions as we were saying in the booth. I mean, at what point, or do you remember a specific play or a specific point in the game where you were able to really settle in and kind of get back to your own mentality?
It was it's funny. It's funny because then that next drive I ended up throwing a pick, but I thought it was a little skeptical of a interception. But it was after I read it like a book on the curl route with Miles Jack, jumped that interception.
Yeah.
That was when I was like, all right, I'm here to play. I've been here before. I know what I'm doing. I need to honestly just focus in, get right. And then one of the next couple plays, I throw a pick. But again, I highballed it, and his linebacker made a great animation on it. So I was like, oh, damn, okay. But again, I mean, I honestly, I've never prepped so much for a game. And I felt like defensively, even though I allowed 49 points, I believe it was, I think defensively it went miles for me just to have a good feel on it.
Cody?
Yeah, I just have one question. One question only. What the hell were we thinking before halftime?
And that goes back to it. So again, like you say, when did I settle down? It was the Miles Jack, and then I threw the interception, and then he threw the JC one, and again, and I'm just, that's
no. I'm not talking that.
No, I know, Cody. I know. I'm
talking the bomb.
No, I know. You're gonna tell me that, like, what am I, 10 years old? I don't know what a cover 4 beater is. One, I'm gonna come out in the cover 4 or the deep blues, and two, I'm gonna go ahead and let him bomb me deep. It was just like, in a lot of ways, that was kind of my Madden 22 cycle. It was just like not doing the little things right. And that's what I try and like really hone on when I play Madden, is do the small little things right. Like, I could have told you by any means he was going to go for a cover 4 bomb, and I still let him have it. It was just, again, I think it was jitters. I was nervous, man. I was nervous. I mean,
fair enough.
I was honestly nervous. I'm not going to lie to you. I just, all I had to eat today was a Slim Jim, and I just took a tequila shot, and I already feel it like hitting my veins, and I was already shaky enough. So now I feel a little bit more shaky than I was. But I have no explanation. Just jitters, uncharacteristic play jitters. Definitely the sloppiest Super Bowl I've ever played in.
DuHooty.
I just want to say congrats, and I mean, Cody kind of took my my question there, what we were thinking, and CMass took mine when he kind of settled in. So I don't really have any questions, but just want to say congrats, and it's quite the feat to be the GOAT.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Congrats, Austin. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go ahead and get over to Dan here, and we'll get your final thoughts on, this season and the cycle from you, Austin, as you are the Super Bowl winner, and traditional is that we let you end the stream. Dan, tough loss here. Let's get your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, obviously, good game to Austin. You guys hit it right on the money. That was like the sloppiest game we ever played. We both made bad mistakes on both sides of the ball. I felt like I was just way too loose, like forcing balls and doing dumb things in the passing game. But I thought at the beginning I got the first turnover, and I just had this mentality like, man, I've just been playing so well on offense throughout the playoffs. Ever since I went down against Connor, I just been, borderline, like I hadn't thrown a pick or anything. So I just felt like, man, like all I have to do is just play mistake free, and I got this. And then, I just come around and I throw that, curl route. Austin read it so well. Yeah. He knew exactly what was going on, and he did say it was suspect. Yeah, I was a little surprised at it, but I just tipped my cap at the good user, because he bolted from the middle of the field. I thought he was going to get the post to JC Burns, but no, he took the curl. Easy pick. So it was just tough, and the one play I'd want to have back obviously is this like elementary school throw I made to JC Burns on that corner route with like 5 minutes to go in the game. It was actually a little bit of frustration kicked in, because I had Kellen Mond just missed a throw to JC on a slant. So I felt like, man, I got to get this first down. I got to gain some yards. And then I was trying to go to Dalvin Cook, but he wasn't open. I thought his user was gonna keep it down, and then I just forced it. There was nobody open. It should have been a throwaway, but I didn't want a third and long in that situation. I just didn't feel really good about it. But Yeah, good game to him. Good game to him. It's great to hear that Austin is competitive. Like he, because Austin sometimes like in chat is like, yeah, like fuck this game and all that. Like I'm not really locked in, but no, like it's great to see Austin like compete and prepare for the game, and that because that means that the league is better when he is like competitive like that. So I didn't expect, I did not expect anything what anyone was telling me, like, oh, he's a little shaky or whatever. No, I expected him to give me his best game. He's the most competitive person I've known in my life personally. So I knew that like any kind of competition in a championship setting like we do, I knew he was going to play his best game. So obviously it was sloppy, but he was the better user today, hands down. There's nothing you can say about it. And just lastly, I know I'm just going in circles here. We entered the CFL realm together back in Madden 17. It's been 5 years. It's been a great 5 years throughout leagues and all cycles and stuff. And we had always, we got better together and stuff like that. And we were always kind of in the same conference too. And I remember back in Madden 17, we're like, how cool would it be for us to play each other in a Super Bowl? Like we talk about that. And now it's almost like 3 Maddens in a row we've met up in a Super Bowl. So it's great to see that, and it's just great for the roadie community, great for the brand. So I feel like when we match up, I feel like everyone wins. It's kind of a win-win. It's either you win the game or your friend wins. So it's nice to see Austin win. But yeah, that's all I have.
So it's definitely a nice way to look at it. DuHooty, since Cody and I stole your questions last time, we'll let you go first.
Kind of a two-part question. One, did you kind of prepare like Austin said he did? I saw you hit those seams quite a bit. Did you think those was going to be open? And two, on defense, what were your like zone drop thought at? And like, were you trying to take away the quick pass right away? I saw a couple times that those hard flats really jumped up, so I was assuming they're at 0. And I just want to get your thoughts on those.
Yeah. Go to the flats first. Yeah, like I put my curl, like I had always like kind of put my curl flats at 0 and my like hard flats, club flats, whatever, the flat setting at kind of default. It's either default or 15 depending on the situation. Sometimes 25. I'm expecting something deep, but yeah, I mean I don't really have many answers when it comes to Madden 22. It's been a very frustrating cycle on defense. It's like sometimes those flats just don't play, you know what I mean? Or sometimes they just commit like to 0 yards but to nobody, and then like somebody's open in the flat because they just like bolt to the sidelines and not just like think about where there could be a receiver, you know what I mean? So yeah, so that's what I do. I just put curl flats at 0, the purples, and just pray that they can lock it down. And the seams, Austin and I have played forever, so like anytime we play, those seams tend to pop open whenever he's in cover 3, cover 2, whatever. It's just something that it's part of the matchup or his defensive setup or something. I don't know, but that's always something I like to attack, especially in the red zone and stuff. And he does the same thing on me very often as well. So it works some of the time, but other times it doesn't work out. But what are you gonna do? It's that's Madden.
Cody?
Yeah, Dan, shout out to you. Great season. Great playoff run. I'm sure I sounded like a salty dog at times, after our game and maybe even times during the stream, but that's what happens sometimes when you're feeling good about, if you're feeling good about your season and then someone takes it away from you. But yeah, you played a great game. Obviously, like you said, had a few mistakes that you that you made that you feel like you probably wouldn't normally make, but you're going against one of the best. Not many people can go up against Austin and win in a Super Bowl. That he, when he gets there, he typically wins them. But so I just want to say first and foremost, shout out to you, great season. And then I think was there at any point, I guess, did you feel like any sort of panic, or did you always kind of feel like I got a shot to come back in this?
Yeah, until until that grade school interception, I felt like I was in the game. It was just going to be, I thought it was going to be like our game
Yeah.
on Sunday night. Whoever gets the ball last is going to win.
Yeah.
And like if I just manage it perfectly, I was going to end up scoring. But then I just do the dumbest thing in the world. And when I did that, I knew instantly like it's going to be an uphill climb. Like even if he kicks a field goal, I'm going to be down 7, and I'm a nightmare. Ice kicks are a nightmare for me. So if I score, like I'm gonna have to kick an ice to tie it and whatever. Like my head was spinning. So it was a good fight. It was a good clawback, but I don't really have faith in my defense to stop him. When he's got the ball in control with the lead. So it was a very easy conversions he made when he was up 3 at the end with like 2 minutes to go. So it's just the theme of 22, I guess. Just can't play defense. I've been the 32nd defense in the league for like 4 seasons in a row. So got to figure it out for next cycle. Hopefully a defense is a little bit stronger. But and going back to you being salty, I didn't listen, but I'm sure I'll listen it back. I was actually thinking about, and obviously we all get salty after games. I mean, I'm probably the biggest culprit, even in especially in the interviews after the game and stuff. But I was thinking like, I bet you Cody is thinking a little bit of like ball don't lie here when I'm throwing these ducks, and the fact that he couldn't get any on Sunday night, and it doesn't work out for me this time. I'm thinking he was. I bet you Cody's chirping a little bit, but no, it's all fun. It's all fun, but
for sure.
It was a good season. I didn't expect to win. I didn't expect to win a Super Bowl. About 3-4 months ago, I was like, this is just not my cycle. I didn't feel like it was my cycle to get a championship. I was really doubtful, but thankfully it all came together at the end. So it didn't work out today. Doesn't work out all the time, unless, despite what the media was saying about last seasons and myself, it doesn't work like that. Destiny is not really a thing like that. It's just got to play good to the end, and hopefully you're the champion. But congrats to Austin. I've been talking too long. Congratulations to Austin. 9 championships. That is more than twice of second place. So he deserves all the glory, and and over to him, right?
Well, I mean, I got an opportunity to ask a question.
Okay.
It'll be real quick. It's a 2-parter. One, I just want your overall thoughts on the cycle before we let Austin kind of close us out here. And then it may be an opportunity for a little teaser for this upcoming weekend's festivities.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So 22, Madden 22 as a game. At release, I thought it was a good game a little bit, but I thought the defense was a little bit shitty. And then the game just I hated the game. And I know Austin did as well. Like this is like the matchup of the 2 biggest haters of Madden 22. And I always hated the game. I didn't want to load up Madden for anything else but CFMs. But you know what? The league is so goddamn strong and the community is so strong that despite me not enjoying the game, I always enjoyed loading up BL. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people would feel the same way. So it was always fun to compete in this league and everything like that. And maybe as I evaluate my personal cycle, I got to just be a little bit more aggressive in the team building aspect. My scheme is, there some of the time it's not. But I definitely think the team needs some work, and I got to put more hours in the off season and, in people's DMs to try and make some deals. Cause sometimes championships are won in the DMs and not on the field. It's part of it, not all of it, but part of it. Mm-hmm. and this weekend's going to be amazing. It's just going to be incredible. We're going to have the, lottery, reveal, all in one day, all in one night. It's going to be a spectacular show. We're going to have a lot of people there. And, basketball game too. That's going to be fun. So, despite losing today, all I can think about is just looking forward for the next 2-3 days, whatever it is. And it's going to be a blast. I hope everyone tunes in to the basketball game. Everyone tunes into the lottery, which will always be fun, and then the team reveal, which is just a bonanza. So Can't wait for that. Everyone tune in.
Awesome. Austin, we're going to get your final thoughts here to close out this cycle. Appreciate you waiting out what I call the Ray Known filibuster, which is his post-game press conference. So, Austin, your thoughts on closing out Madden 22 in this season?
Awesome. Yeah, of course. I have 4 final takeaways here. They're pretty brief. The first one is about this upcoming weekend for everybody in Chicago. I hope everybody enjoys themselves. Hope it's as fun as Miami was. The second one really comes back to Madden 22. Hands down the worst Madden I've ever touched in my life. I know I shit on 20 a lot for superpowers and abilities, as I would call them, but at the end of the day, at least the game was still playable on defense, unless you spam demand. But without that, I feel like the further and further we get away from the Madden that I remember as a child and teenager really does narrow the skill gap. You guys can say whatever you'd like in the general chat about skill gap _. But just the way I feel. The third thing really leads into this final game, and I just can't reiterate enough how ready I was and how much preparation I put in mentally on stream tapes, on mental notes. The past 2 nights, I'm not even going to lie to you. As soon as I saw Dan beat Cody, I knew I was in for a showdown. I literally laid in bed and I just ran scenarios through my head about a friggin' online CFM, 26 years old, and that's what I'm doing. So that just shows how strong the Better League community is. And then that will lead me into the fourth part. And can you all still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
So with the third part kind of leads me into the fourth part, and this is real special to me and my buddy Dan. I just want to emphasize again what he said. We really came into this together as a pair in Madden 17, and we've grown together. A lot of late nights of grinding, a lot of late nights of, scouting, drafting, just a lot of late nights of getting together in the lab. So for my friend Dan, 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth, and then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for the passing there, had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden back. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Absolutely beautiful by Austin there. Robert Frost, he quoted there. Dan is probably dropping some tears right now. I assume is one of his favorite poems. Dan, your thoughts on that Robert Frost quote?
Oh God, that's amazing. Yeah, favorite poem. Shout out Miss Ambler, 8th grade English.
Shout out Miss Parks.
Yeah, that's just something we talk about all the time. Road not taken. Wonderful poem.
Absolutely. I was going to ask him one more question before he goes, but I think I kind of already know the answer. I was going to ask him about Dwayne Potter, so here's what his answer would have been. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to Super Bowl 39. Congratulations to Austin getting his 9th Super Bowl. Ladies and gentlemen, this weekend will be the Better League Lottery Extravaganza starting Sunday around 6 o'clock local time, which is Central Time there, 7 o'clock Eastern, and then whatever time it is for those Pacific Time people. But we'll hopefully have the lottery then, and then as quickly as we can after, I'll have the team reveal. So make sure you tune into that. Ladies and gentlemen, fantastic cycle. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for Cody being a part of the stream. Thank you for DuHooty. As always, a super professional color commentary. I appreciate him coming on. Dan, and congratulations. Didn't end the way you wanted to, but shout out to you for making it that far into the Super Bowl. And thank you all so much for everybody that tuned in. Connor Rice with 10 gifted subs, just absolute GOAT. It's Machine with the follow. Thank you so much. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night and have a good one.
Goodbye, boys.